want to introduce you to another exercise that you can do. I'm going to tell you two exercises now that are really going to help loosen you up, because physically I want you to be loose as well. It's really not enough to just work on your vocal cords. I want you to physically loosen up. Now, I want you to go beyond this. I want you to really stretch out before you do this, just like you're going to run or participate in any sporting event. I want you to do some stretches. I want you to jump up and down if you want to. I want you to really get yourself pumped up physically. I want you to move and get used to moving through space, walking, jogging if you want. A great technique that I like to use is just work out the morning before you're going to do something. If you're going to teach a class all day, just work out for a little while. Even a half hour is fine. Just a little bit of treadmill or elliptical trainer and some free weights, or maybe some swimming, just something to get your body moving. Because what you want to avoid is feeling stiff and feeling rigid and feeling as if you have to just stay in one place. Because if you just stay in one place, then you are potentially going to bore the audience. If you just stand in front of a pulpit and just stand there and deliver, the audience may actually drift off as a result of that. Now, if you're doing a video presentation, that's different. If I were to walk over there, I would be out of the frame and you wouldn't see me anymore, or someone would have to follow me with the camera. That's nice, but it's not necessary. So a video presentation is different. You want to stay within the frame that you have and keep it very simple and straightforward so that people can focus on the information. But when they're in person, they don't have the luxury of stopping the video. They don't have the luxury of just coming back and hearing you and not missing anything and rewinding and so forth. They don't have that luxury. What they do have is the opportunity to miss something you said because they had to step outside because they were really bored. So keep it interesting for them and for yourself, because when you're physically moving around, you're going to find that your energy stays up. You feel pumped up, you feel alive, you feel revved up, you feel more motivated when you're moving around. So I want you to avoid standing behind the pulpit and just walking out and writing things when you have to, pulpit, podium, what have you, lectern. I want you to avoid just standing behind that and hiding behind it. Some people hide behind it. They really don't want the audience to see them that much. They hide behind it and they issue decrees from there, it seems like. They pontificate from behind there. So I want you to let go of that model of teaching. I think a superior model of teaching is one in which you are more dynamic. You're walking around. As I've said before, you can even mingle with the class sometimes when you talk. Let them know that you are not stuck on that stage. You can actually leave the room. If you have a microphone, you can leave the room for a minute to demonstrate something. Leave the room, they can still hear you, then you come back, as long as it fits within the framework of your demonstration and makes sense. So keep things lively, keep things moving, but it all starts with you warming yourself up. So here's one very basic way to warm yourself up, and we're going to combine a vocal warm-up with a physical warm-up, but realize that I want you to take this a lot further. I want you to get involved in yoga if you're interested in that. I want you to, at the very least, begin an exercise program if you haven't already. And I want you to use those ideas as part of your seminar presentation so that you can prepare yourself with them beforehand so that you can loosen yourself up. So let's look at something very basic that you can do. And this is called the HA, H-A. And what I'd like you to do, Sarah, is I'd like you to take a deep breath, take a full breath, and as you exhale, just make that sound, ah. Okay, and let's use some belly breathing. So when you breathe in, belly's going out, diaphragmatic breathing, and ah. One more time, breathing in. Ah. Okay, great. And this is similar to what you did before with projecting your voice. Okay, so now what I want to teach you is the shoulder bounce. Okay, and this is a very basic exercise, keep in mind, because I really want you to loosen up your entire body, but this at least loosens up your shoulders and your neck. So for this, all I'd like you to do, Sarah, is move your shoulders up toward your ears. Very good, very good. Now hold it there, count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let them drop now. Good. And do this again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it drop. Okay, now do it 4 times in a row, quickly. Okay, So it feels a little silly, feels a little funny, but it helps loosen you up. So if nothing else, right before you go on stage, I want you to do that. Now let's combine the two, because you can actually combine the shoulders with the breathing. Now this is just designed to give you a template, to give you an introduction to what you can do. You can take this and you can make it into whatever you want. You can get more elaborate with it. But this is a way to save time. Let's say that for whatever reason your taxi was late and you're about to do a talk, and you're just walking in. This is something you can do to loosen up. So to combine the two, what I'd like you to do, Sarah, is take a deep breath in, and at the same time raise your shoulders. That's right. And I'd like you to now just okay, good. We're doing diaphragmatic breathing. So we're breathing in, feeling our belly go up, shoulders go up. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is breathe in, and this time as you exhale with your ha, move your shoulders up and down. Okay, feels a little silly, feels a little funny, but it's something you can do that's going to loosen up your vocal cords, get you to do diaphragmatic breathing, and get you physically loosened up all at the same time. So it's a great time saver if you've forgotten everything else to do and you're just about to go on stage. How about doing this? So let's do it again. So we breathe in, diaphragmatic breathing, and we exhale. Okay, now people see you doing that walking into a seminar, they're going to wonder what's wrong. So I recommend coming in the back door if you're doing that, or doing that somehow privately, because as I emphasize with all of these exercises, when people see you do them, it can make you feel self-conscious. When people see you do something like this, you're doing it for the benefit of the classroom and for the benefit of yourself so that everything flows smoothly. But if someone sees you going, it just may seem a little odd, and you want to avoid the feeling of the tension of being watched doing something that you feel that you have to explain. Let me explain what I was doing. I was doing my breathing and loosening up exercise. You don't want to feel the need to explain that. You don't want to feel that eyes are on you in a negative, quizzical way. So do these exercises in privacy to make sure that you're doing them properly.